Guthrie at the Trading 8 for 8 channel. Welcome to today's 30-minute workout. If you're interested in what's to come, please take a moment and click on the down arrow just below this screen. It's going to give us an idea of today's goals, muscle groups we're going to focus on, equipment needed, as well as the types of movements, sets, and reps. Take time to focus on your form above all else. As you get stronger, more confident, the pace will pick up. You can either match mine or push through it. If you like the day's workout, please like our video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends and family. Without further ado, let's go get it. Today, we're going to work on mobility, the shoulders, hips, and core strength as well. So most of it's going to be on the floor, but our warm-up's going to start standing. So I'm going to have you come into a wide stance. We're going to do something called a lateral squat. So what we want to do is drive the hips to one side. So I'm moving to my left, but what I'm doing is I'm pushing my hips back, trying to strengthen that right leg. Feel stretch in here, and then we're gonna just move to that other side. Make sure your feet are kind of perpendicular to the wall in front of you. And then you can come up to center and then down, but if you wanna feel a little bit more work, just kind of keep the hips low. Big chest, shoulders down the back, keep that core engaged. We don't wanna hinge forward. And just take a nice 5-6 second count in between your change in position. 6 seconds each side, that is. Don't rush it. And if you notice, again, when I'm here, my hips are moving back. I'm trying to keep a fairly vertical knee. My knees aren't coming forward, but hips back. Nice hip hinge. My butt's pushing back as if I'm gonna sit down. We're gonna go a little bit longer. One more to the right. Finish to the side, opposite of where you started. All right. Next one, feet about hip distance apart. We're just gonna do trunk rotations. So I want you to just turn the hips through, shoulders down the back, trying to get mid-back, thoracic spine warmed up. About 10 more seconds here. It should be controlled. You shouldn't be just firing side to side. All right, so we're gonna come to the floor. We're gonna do about 30 seconds of glute bridges. Heels as close to your backside as you can get. Move forward a little bit. So heels close to the butt, about hip distance apart. Drive your weight through your heels. Try to find a line from your shoulders through your knees. Squeeze the glutes, apples, not applesauce. Slowly lower back down, but don't let your butt rest on the floor. If you're not started, let's get started. 30 seconds, starts about now. And no need to rush these. Just trying to find, maybe your quads are warming up, mine are tight from yesterday. Get those glutes working. 10 seconds left. And relax. All right. Last thing, we're gonna do about a minute, 30 seconds aside. This is called a bird dog. So bird dog should hit the back a little bit, shoulder, low back, glute. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down into quadruped position, which just means Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, as if you were going to do start doing cat-cow. So what we're going to do is we're going to have core engagement through the belly, kind of a nice wide base, and I'm going to reach my right arm and left leg out from the body. We're going to do one side at a time. Try to get a nice straight line, squeeze, and then come through. Try to meet elbow outside of that opposite leg. Stretch straight out from the body, get a nice squeeze up above that body line, come through. You should feel maybe in the shoulder, back of the shoulder, shoulder blade, and then a nice gentle squeeze in that left side, low back. 30 seconds has started. We got about 20 seconds left. If anybody has had bird dogs, we had 2 German short hairs growing up, and they definitely point. And I guess your leg is the tail because those usually start shot straight back. All right, finish up your 30 seconds. If you started a little bit later than me, and then we're gonna go to the opposite side. So nice wide base. We wanna make sure we're even to the floor. We're not rotating one way or the other. When you're ready, 3, 2, let's go. Nice and controlled, don't rush these. We're almost there. Give me one more. Finish whatever you're doing, and then give me one more. All right. So, first round of exercises, we're gonna do a V sit-up. If you can't do one portion of this, let's break it down. I'll just ask that you do regular sit-ups for 12 reps. The V sit-up, what we're gonna do is lay out flat. We're gonna come up. So pull your knees up. You're trying to balance on your tailbone. Think big chest, shoulders down the back, and then come back down to flat. If you wanna create a little bit of momentum, you're really struggling, you can bring your arms up from here. Or if you have a lot more control, right here. I feel like, me personally, keeping the hands by the sides better. So 12 reps. But if you're having a tough time, just do a normal sit-up. Make sure strong back, slow return, save your low back. 12 reps in 3, 2, 1. 2. Really press when you return to the floor. Your mid-back into the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, keep the chin tucked. 8, big chest. 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, this next one's gonna be a little bit weird. We'll see how it goes. Can't promise anything, I haven't tried this personally yet, but we're gonna roll from side to side. So we're gonna switch in between hollow body holds, or reps for holds, 3, and Superman. So hollow body, we got a lot going on here, but it's gonna go look like this. Similar to the start of the V-up, we're gonna be here. We're gonna do 3 reps. A little slower than that, and then we're gonna roll over, and you're gonna do Superman. So you're gonna go from the ground, everything comes up. Squeeze those glutes, everything comes up. So it's 3 per side, rolling back and forth. So it'll be a total of 18 reps. So when you're ready, this is gonna be awkward. If anybody walks in on you rolling around on the floor. All right, 3 hollow body holds, which is mid back into the floor. 1, come down, rest. 2, rest. 3, roll over, relax, squeeze the glutes, shoulders away from the ears, thumbs up towards the ceiling. 2, 3, roll over, hollow body. 1, 2, 3, roll back over. 1, 2, 3. All right, last 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. Roll over. Superman. See how far you can get your knees, thighs off the mat, your chest. Last one. All right. And then the last move, we're going back into the quadruped position, all fours. And this time what we're gonna do is you're gonna pick up one hand, you're gonna tap the wrist of the other side. It's 12 taps, 6 per hand. Just focus on as if your back was a tabletop and you had a full stein of water on your back. Didn't want to spill anything. If you have a hard time picking up your hand, you can't do it with control, just do the hold as long as we're gonna do. I'll count it out as best I can. We're gonna start. All you're gonna do is plant the toes, pick the knees up so your shin is parallel to the floor, and then start your taps without rotating side to side. Limit the movement in the core. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Dig those toes in. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, and try to plant your hand down with control. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And there's gonna be a natural tendency for the knees to come up. So that is our first round. Let's get into our second round. I'll talk a little bit less, but ideally our form's good. If you feel any discomfort in the low back during your hollow bodies or your V sit-ups, DM me, let me know where you felt it, or if you're on YouTube, send a message and we'll figure out if there's a alternate move you can do. All right, V-ups, V sit-ups, or regular sit-ups in 3, 2, and 1. On for 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you'll see them kind of keeping the hollow body hold at the bottom. 8, push that chest forward. 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Make sure this isn't in the way. All right, so let's roll the opposite way. So if I was rolling to my left into my Superman, I'm now gonna roll to the right to find my Superman. So we're gonna start again with the hollow body holds. 3 reps, always keep pressure in this position when we're on our back. Tuck the tailbone underneath. Posterior pelvic tilt, it's gonna protect the low back. Arms come overhead, shoulders away from the ears. 3 reps before we roll it over. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, and it doesn't need to be a big range of motion. 2, 3, come down, roll. Superman, shoulders away from the ears. 1, 2, hopefully I'm not putting my feet in my drink. 3, roll it back over. Hollow body. 1, 2, 3, down, roll over. 1, 2, 3. Last round. 1, 2, 3. Abdominals are burning here, top abs feeling it. Last 3. Superman. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so the next round we're gonna do, it's basically 4 movements, but we're gonna split it up because we're gonna do side plank. Everything's gonna be for 30 seconds. So I'm gonna start a timer here on my iPad. It's gonna go dead bugs, side plank with a star if people are feeling good. We're gonna go to a bridge hold, and back to the, then it's a leg raise, and then we're gonna do side plank, bridge hold, and then repeat our circuit. Let me find my timer. That's been started. So dead bugs, all we're doing is basically the opposite of the quadruped hold. So we're going to knees, hands, or arms over the shoulders, knees over the hips. There's a tendency to take it easy on your low back and bring your knees over your belly. Try to keep knees over hips, shins parallel to the floor. And similar to the bird dog, we're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. And sometimes the coordination thing, people might start doing some weird things, but you'll figure it out. All right, 30 seconds starting in 3, 2, let's go. And the name of the game is control here. And sometimes we don't know if our knees are coming in, but just try to keep extra still wherever you are. This is kind of like hollow body, bird dog. Your V sit-up's got a little bit of action in this one, 10 seconds left. Trying to keep that mid back pressed into the floor. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is a side plank. Bunch of variations. Go from the hand, go from the forearm. If you can stack your feet, great. If you wanna be on your feet and you don't quite have the balance to stack your feet, your top foot comes forward. If that's too much, come to your knees. Side plank from your knees. Knees just in front of your hips when you're on the floor. And then come up, drive the hips forward, shoulders down the back. Try to stack the shoulders vertical. For the star movement, if we're on our knees, all I want you to do is open up the knee and really keep the hips forward, but the glutes are gonna work hard. If you can do it from your feet, whether you're on your forearm or hands, we're gonna be here or here, but I want the star, if you can, and you're gonna bring your leg up. We're just gonna hold. The goal's 30 seconds. If you need to come down, take a rest the shoulders, whatever it may be. Come down gently and then come back into it as quickly as you can. All right, 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna come up, wherever you are, and just hold. Shoulders away from the ears. We're about halfway. Don't let the hips drop. Pretend there's a string pulling them up towards the ceiling. Less than 10. 3, 2, and 1. Come down with control. All right. Glute bridges, simplest one there is. Heels close to the backside. 30 seconds. Once you get in that position, starting 3, 2, and 1. This one, just trying to keep that low back protected and focus really on squeezing the butt cheeks. I want to strengthen all the muscles around the hips. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now we go to, we're gonna switch it up. So it's leg raise, which we can either do a leg curl. We did these last week. Or if you want more of a challenge, legs come out fairly straight and we come up. And then if you want more of a challenge, well, there's two ways to make it harder. Would be to come up and then pulse towards the ceiling, lift kind of your low back off the floor, come down with control. So those are kind of the progressions. And then if you want to make it really hard, hands over the head while doing all of this to not get any benefit of being able to press into the floor. So find what works for you, what's a challenge but not impossible. We're going to start 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. And if you have to like momentum, muscle up, and then crash down, don't do kind of this tuck raise, we'll call it. We want to control all the movements. We got 10 seconds left. And relax. Very good. All right. Back to your side plank. Again, whether it's elbow to knees, elbow to feet, hand to feet, and then if you're feeling comfortable, open up that leg. 30 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Get set up. Find your stability. And then see if you can find that open leg. And same thing, you're squeezing the glutes here, you're driving the hips forward. If you have any shoulder issues, bring your elbow, bring your hand closer to your hips, more underneath the body. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. 30-second glute bridge. Starts in 3, 2, let's go. And then if you're extending the spine too much, tuck your front ribs down towards your belt line and look for this nice straight line. We saw in our warm-up, we want it here too. Consult the clock here, less than 10. Three, 2, and 1. Come down. All right. So, same thing, same round. We're going to start with our dead bugs for 30 seconds. Hands over the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. Drop everything down. Unshrug your shoulders. Knees over the hips, shins parallel to the floor. 30 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. Opposite arm, opposite leg moving, all with control. If you find your knees over your belly, push them back. If you find your feet dropping, you don't get that nice parallel shin to the floor, pick those feet up. Probably the most common things to happen in this movement. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, side plank with the star. Star is Born. Anybody like that movie? Depressing, but great music. All right, Lucas Nelson, check him out. He wrote like half the stuff. All right, side plank star, wherever you are. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And focus on that balance. All that tension through the floor, from my hand, all the way through my body, back into the floor, through that other foot. Over halfway. Breathe like you normally would. If you can raise
that heel up. Try not to rotate the toes. Try to lift with the heel. 3, 2, and 1. All right. 30-second plank hold. Easy breezy. 3, 2, and 1. Should have looked at the clock. We're about 10 seconds in. And you should feel kind of this connection from basically ribs through the knees that you'd find in your side plank as well. Just gravity's going to work on you from the sides rather than from the top. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, so leg raises. If you can, we're going to reach those toes to the ceiling, shoulders away from the ears no matter where you are. 30 seconds in 3, 2, let's go. Remember, try to reach for the ceiling with control. Come down with control. Don't let the low back hips crash into the floor. If you're not quite there yet, don't worry about it. We have about 10 seconds left. This is all about pacing, not about rushing through it. Give me one more, no matter where you are. All right. Side plank the other way. Again, I'd say being on the hands, probably the hardest of all of them. Being on the forearms, a bit better. Whatever works for you, you work your way up. Let's get in a position. 30 seconds, starts in 3, 2, and let's go. Make sure the shoulders are stacked. Bounces off to start. Feeling a little better. Drive those hips through and up. Halfway. Lost my balance. With control, come back into it. Less than 10. And breathe. 3, 2, and 1. All right, glute bridges. Glute bridge hold, 30 seconds. We'll finish this round, and then we got a little mountain climber finisher. 30-second glute bridge, 3, 2, and 1. And again, the more we can kind of create tension, keep tension, brace your trunk, the more we can protect our spine, kind of daily activities, sports, lifting children, if you got kids. 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. All right. So we got 3 rounds of mountain climbers. I'm gonna hit the shoulders a little bit here. As your feet move, make sure your hands stay under your shoulders, not creep up in front of your face. That means your feet walk back. Try to keep everything forward, not back up, not hips high. We're gonna go knees in for this first round, knees in line with the chest. As quick as you can for 30 seconds in 3, 2, let's go. And then I'm gonna keep, when the knee comes in, we're keeping that foot elevated. And I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna run out of breath. 20 seconds. Keep those hips low. Shoulders away from the ears if you're shrugging. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. We're gonna take about another 20 seconds. This round, it's gonna slow down a little bit. I'm gonna ask for the knees to come across. So my right knee is gonna try to touch the outside of my left arm. 10 seconds, we get back into it. Shoulders are gonna be burning. 5 seconds. Find your plank. Control that movement. 3, 2, 1. focus on like a contraction of that knee, aiming for that elbow. Don't just mindlessly bring it across. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Dealer's choice. I'm gonna aim for outside, like same side outside, so right knee to the outside of my right elbow. But the option will be, if you wanna go faster, get your heart rate up a little bit more. Do the first round, knees inside the arms for speed. 3, 2, and 1. Try to bring, if you're going outside the elbow, see if you can reach that knee higher than the elbow. Try to hit the back of your tricep here. And again, do it with intention. Don't just simply like power move it up, muscle it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shoulder screaming at the end there. Awesome work, everybody.
And that's a wrap. Fantastic work this morning. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please reach out using the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can with the best answer possible. If you enjoyed today's workout, please hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course, share with your friends and family. If you're interested in one-on-one virtual training, I would love to take a few people on as clients. Please let me know. Again, comments, you can reach out. You can hit me up on Instagram at trading848.com. If you're interested in joining in these workouts live every day, get a little bit more consistency in your day, you can follow along on Instagram Live, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time each weekday. I am currently an out-of-work personal trainer, but if you're interested in donating, helping me out in these tough times, if you're able to, that'd be fantastic. You could reach me on Venmo at Graham-Guthrie. I'll put it up right here. Again, continue working hard, remain positive, stay hydrated, be safe, and until next time, take care.